This video comes to you from Gongaii Games, your source for Star Wars Destiny singles, sealed product, and tons of other great games. Check them out at gongaii.com. Use discount code COMMANDO10 at checkout for 10% off your purchase. Hello everyone, and welcome to Dice Commando for round 2 of today's standard tournament from Gongaii Games in Portland, Oregon. Hey, before we get started, I want to give a shout out to some people who drove down from Bellevue for the tournament today. Give a shout out to Hung, DeAndre, and Brett. On our left we have Andrew. He's playing Mace, Aayla, and he is on Obi-Wan's hut. On our right we have Lyle. He's playing Grievous, Aphra, Battle Droid, and he of course is on Petrarchy Arena. Right, so Andrew won the roll-off and chose to play his battlefield, so 2 shields went on to Lyle's side, put 1 on Grievous and 1 on Aphra, and Andrew will get us started. Alright, so Andrew opens up with the Aquata Breather. That is pretty big, so that card can exhaust to suck up 1 indirect, which of course that's Lyle's main damage dealer here, so binds for 1. Lyle played BT1 for 1 using the Aphra ability, reducing the cost by 1. Alright, so brings in BT1. Andrew sucks it up on the breather, and Lyle puts it on the battle droid. Right, Andrew will Mace power action, which is look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may play a upgrade that you find there, giving a shield. So Andrew finds actually the Jedi armor, which gives Mace a shield, and also then the shield from Mace's ability. So he'll get 2 shields net. And then what had happened was Lyle had not yet rolled in the BT, so they did that, and BT came in on a blank. So it is Lyle's action. Again, those 2 shields, 1 from the upgrade and 1 from Mace's ability. Okay, Battle Droid comes in, hits the indirect, and then the second Battle Droid activates as per the ability, rolling a blank. Back to Andrew. Alright, so Andrew will bring in Mace. We see a blank, a 2 melee, and a 2 shield, or a 2 for 1 shield. Alright, so by any means for 1, which will deal an indirect and remove the 2 melee. And he gets to draw, Lyle gets to draw a card because of Aphra's ability. Alright, so Aayla comes in with a 2 melee and a $1. So Andrew's probably looking to pitch to reroll here. Lyle's thinking it over. Does he bring in Grievous first? Alright, so he's gonna... Oh, nope. Looks like he was gonna Grievous power action, but he will not. Alright, so he'll play Reprogram to play a droid for 1 less, so he drops the Stap for free. That does have ambush, so he'll roll it in with the ambush. Alright, gets the blank. So that's why he held off on Grievous power action, so he can get the reroll. Right, so Andrew discards to reroll everything not showing damage. It's an Aayla special, a $1, and a 2 on Mace. Right, there's the power action to reroll the droid die, as many as he wants. It's a blank, and a 3 for 1. Right, so Andrew will put... Nope, so go 4 into the battle droid, resolving each of the 2 melee. Alright, there's 1 indirect. Andrew will suck it up on the shield. Back to Andrew. Alright, so Andrew passes. Grievous will come in. Andrew's just waiting for that Aayla special. So there's the $1 that Lyle needed. Andrew passes again. Lyle takes the $1. Now Andrew will Aayla special and blank that 3 for 1. Yep. Then flips the Jedi armor, the 2 shield. Comes Aphra, the 2 indirect, and then 2 shields. Go on to Aayla. Nope, Mace. Back to Lyle. probably looking to pitch the reroll here. We do see an ID 10 Seeker Droid in his hand. Alright, drops to reroll everything except the Aphra die. There's a 1 gun, a 1 indirect, and another indirect. Alright, Andrew claims, takes a shield, so now Lyle can just resolve out. Andrew's going to suck up all that indirect on shields, though. Yep, Andrew will just take it off the shields. There's the 4 indirect. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Lyle decide who he wants to shoot. Wants to go after Aayla first, so Aayla takes 1 from the gun. It does look like the other card in Lyle's hand is a dangerous maneuver. Alright, so he pays 1 for the ID 10 onto Grievous. So Lyle could have held that for next time and had it reduced by 1, but there's an excellent chance he's going to draw another droid, or at least that's what he's hoping for. Does not look like he drew it, though. We did see that he drew a bubble shield, which will certainly help suck up some of his own indirect generation. Alright, and Andrew will get us started. Alright, so we'll open with the Mace power actions. Andrew will look at the top 4 and play an upgrade finds there, if he so chooses, placing the rest on the bottom of his deck in any order. Alright, so he finds the Mace Saber, which he'll put onto Aayla for 1, 2, 3 with binds. Now the reason that went on Aayla is because the Mace Saber actually has a power action to where you can move it to Mace. So by putting it on his other character, and thus giving Aayla the shield, he can also get 2 activations out of the Mace Saber this turn. Alright, so Bubble Shield comes down, and we'll roll in Aayla. It's a 2 melee, a 2 shield, and a blank. There is a Best Defense we also see in Lyle's hand, the new art Best Defense from the new set. Also see a probe, and of course the 2 dangerous maneuvers. Alright, Battle Droid comes in, hits the indirect, so the other Battle Droid will come in with a 1 indirect. So Andrew will take the 2 shields on the Mace Saber, okay. So Lyle does have $1 remaining, so he could Best Defense right here, but he's going to resolve out first, so Andrew will take 1 on the Aquata and 1 on Mace's shield. Oh, there's the power action, so because there are modifiers in play, that's why Andrew's leaving Aayla in. Alright, so here comes BT, deals 1 indirect, 1 goes on the shield. Well, Andrew takes another shield away. And then Lyle did not draw a card that time, which he could have for the Aphra ability. Alright, so there's Mace with a 2 focus, a special on the Mace Saber, and $1 on the Jedi armor. So Lyle's certainly going to Best Defense here, killing that droid. Yep, so we'll overkill the droid and take about 5 damage off the table, not a bad deal. Still deciding which 2 to remove. I think you remove a 2 melee. Oh, he went the 2 focus. That's okay, fair enough. Oh, he left the shield on. Okay, so there's 2, or sorry, the special on. So there's 2 melee into the battle droid. So Mace Saber special is deal 2 damage, and then if that character has 1 health remaining, defeat it. So that's why what Lyle's doing right now is dangerous maneuvering to spread some of that damage around so that Andrew can't one-shot the droid. Alright, so Andrew will drop Ezra Saber to re-roll. It's a 2 shield for 1 and an Aayla special. Alright, Grievous comes in with a 1 melee on the Seeker Droid and a shield on Grievous. So Andrew will blank BT and flip probably to the 2 shield. Stap with a 1 gun. Right, there's special for 2 into the battle droid, putting him at 4. Right, Lyle's action here. He still has Aphra to come in. Him not having 000, that means 000 is such a key to these Aphra decks, right? Because you can magnify the indirect that you're tossing around. Okay, so we'll shoot Aayla for 1, resolving the stab gun. The 2 shields go on to Aayla. Alright, Grievous power action to re-roll droid dice. So BT. Oh no, so he's not going to do that. He's going to roll an Aphra first. Aphra gets a blank. Alright, Andrew will pass. There's a probe. 4 cards in hand. He'll pull Jedi armor and binds, so no discards. Remember, probe is look at 2 random cards in an opponent's hand, discard any of those that are events. Andrew passes again, back to Lyle. Okay, so discards to re-roll. Nice. There's a 2-for-1 gun on Aphra. Lyle does not have money. A 2 indirect on Grievous, and then a 1 melee each on the droids. Lyle has 1 card left in hand and no money. So Andrew's just going to go ahead and claim. Okay, 2 indirect, take 1 shield off a piece, and then Lyle will deal 2 into Aayla, which will be 1 net through the shield, so Andrew will trade up. Yep, they were just discussion, make sure they got it right, which they did. And Lyle will leave Aphra on the table, and we will go into the next round. Alright, so each of these guys will go in with $2. Andrew gets rid of binds because it's not that effective anymore. Alright, so Andrew should get us started here. Alright, Mace power action. Look at the top 4. Okay, nothing to play. There's 000. That cost him 1, because Aphra's still alive. Oh, Andrew just screwed up. He paid 2 for the Jedi armor with binds on the table. Could have $1 left. But maybe he has something else. Okay, so bringing in Aayla. There's a 1 focus, a 2 indirect on Aayla, and a blank. We do see another step in Lyle's hand. So Lyle shoots for 1 with the droid, take off the shield. Andrew flips the 2 melee. There's another by any means. That'll help him get some card draw. Alright, so by any means, remove the 2 melee. Deals 1 indirect. Lyle deals 1 indirect to himself, but then with 000 deals an indirect to Andrew. Andrew takes it on the Quada. Right, Mace comes in with a 2 melee, a 1 shield, a 2 shield, and a blank. Alright. So Lyle will play testing procedure, so he activates 2 supports, and if any of them hit damage, he gains a money. So we get a discard on 000. We get a disrupt on BT, and then Andrew takes 2 indirect, and Lyle will take 1. So Lyle drops his bubble shield, and then Andrew takes the shield and puts 1 on Mace. Andrew's action. Alright, so Andrew will drop the droid. Back to Lyle. Comes a step with a 3-for-1. Yeah, it's a common problem with these Aphra decks is running into the pay side issues. Alright, 2 indirect, 1 shield, and 1 into Aphra. Alright, in comes Grievous with a 1 focus, not bad, no money. Andrew probably pitches to reroll here, which he does, drops Luke's rod, he'll pitch them all. Alright, there's a focus, there's the special on Obi's saber, and $1 on Obi. There's a $1. Alright, electromagnetic pulse, 0 cost, remove a droid or vehicle die. Oh, the staff is gone. Lyle's action. Alright, Grievous power action to reroll the droid die. So, oof, 3 for 1 and 2 for 1. But again, Lyle's in the spot where he can't pay for both of them. Alright, so 2 to Aphra with the special. Andrew's going to take a hit. Alright, 3 into Aayla. Now, do you remember Aayla here has 11 health? Alright, there's a focus to the 2 melee. Alright, focus to the natural 2. Andrew will motive it from melee. Gets the discard. You know, Andrew has 1 card left in hand, so Lyle very likely to drop that right here. However, Lyle's a little behind on the damage right now. Although he's got it because he has a good opportunity to put some damage on with no shield, so he may pitch to reroll. But he takes Andrew's last card, which is another motive, 2 more into Aphra, and then Lyle will actually get to claim here. Having some discussion about 000. Oh, I think they're just marking that Aphra had already been used. Alright, yep, Lyle does in fact claim, and Andrew will pass. No cards left in hand, nothing left to do. Alright, so each of these guys again will have $2. But Lyle gets to go first this time. First time all game he's gone first. Okay, what did he get into? So we see another bubble shield for 1. Yep, that'll help him eat some of that BT damage. Oh, but there's another Aquata breather on Andrew's side. Alright, so BT comes in, so Andrew will suck up his 2 on the Aquata breather, and Lyle puts 1 on his bubble shield. And BT comes in with the 3 for 1. Right, Andrew will pulse it, remove it for 0. Back to Lyle. I do note that Lyle did draw, so he still has 5 cards in his hand. He drew via the Aphra ability. Alright, Aphra first with the indirect. Comes Aayla, the Aayla special, 2 shield, and the 2 melee. Aphra's going to be in trouble because that Aayla special can chain into the Mace special, or the Mace's saber special. Right, oh yeah, so he's getting it off the board, 2 indirect, so he puts them both onto Mace, trades up to a 3. Andrew's action, I'm sure he brings in Mace here. Nope, does not, puts 2 onto Aphra, which puts her at 7. So again, that's within death of the Mace special, which is deal 2, and then if it's at 1, defeat it. Back to Lyle here. I'm sure he starts bringing in some droids. Okay, so drops a stat for free with Aphra's ability before she dies here. And then that does have ambush. Okay, there's Grievous with a blank and a focus. Here comes Mace. It is, 4 dice. Okay, blank, a melee, a focus, and another money. So Lyle still has a dangerous maneuver, I believe. So he could try to save Aphra here. Gives him a card draw as well, plus another indirect dealt to Andrew. So he can move to the bubble shield, so that seems like a pretty good move here. He's thinking it over. Yeah, he's got it up in front. I think that's what he's thinking about doing here. He does have automated defense. He could just take that die out of play. Right, so he's going to automated defense the Aayla special. Okay, now Andrew will have to focus to the Mace special. So Andrew's going to pay 1 for conflicted. He'll re-roll the Mace die. If it's damage, he deals 2 damage, which it does. If it had not, he would have been able to give a character a shield. Okay, so Aphra's now at 9 and in serious trouble. I still think dangerous maneuver is the right play just to get the card draw and the indirect dealt. So that's what he'll do. So he'll, moves 2 to the bubble shield. Right, deals 1 indirect to Andrew. And Lyle got his card, so Andrew puts it onto Mace. All right, there's the focus to the Mace special. So Aphra's going down either way. It's just a matter of how many dice Andrew has to spend to get there. Alright, but Lyle has nothing because in comes a step droid, rolls the 1 gun, Andrew will drop Aphra. And so 2 droids left to come in on Lyle's side. There's 1 more to Aayla. 2 shields on Aayla. Back to Lyle. Alright, 000. 3 to Grievous. 6 health remaining. Stap. The 3 for 1. Andrew will claim. So Lyle will be able to, because he has the dollar showing, so Lyle will be able to focus to the Grievous 2. He'll be able to hit for 5 indirect here. So Andrew never did use that binds this turn. Right, focuses to the 2. Pays 1 for 5. Alright, so Andrew has 2 takes off the shields, puts it all onto Mace, and he'll trade up. Alright, so Grievous has 6 health remaining. Aayla has 4 health remaining. Mace has 7 health remaining. Sorry, 6 health remaining on Mace. 6 health on Mace. Alright, Andrew gets first strike now. This needs to punch through 6 damage. And what did Lyle pull? Lyle's going to get to the point here quickly where he can't afford to activate BT. Alright, so Andrew rolls in Mace. He gets a blank, 1 melee, and a 2 melee. Alright, Sinister Piece and discards a 000 to remove a die of 2 or higher. So he'll take the 2 melee off the board. Goes to Andrew. Alright, binds and pays 1/2 for a 3 cost. Yep, Dagger Mortis, so that does redeploy in case Aayla goes down. Alright, Grievous comes in, 2 indirect, and ID 10 special. So ID 10 specials look at your opponent's hand, discard a card from it. Your opponent may take an additional action next turn, meaning Andrew would have 2 actions. Right, so he brings in Aayla with a special and a 2 indirect. It's highly unlikely that Lyle uses that special. So with that special, Andrew can flip to the Mace Saber because he has 3, so 2 indirect. Andrew will take them both on the Aquata Breathers. I'm sure he hits. Yep, 2 indirect puts Grievous at 5. So Andrew is showing lethal just with what he has because, again, he can Aayla special into the Mace Saber once he gets Grievous at 6. So he has to put on the 1 damage first, and then he can Mace Saber in. Alright, Lyle brings in his Stap. It's a blank. Andrew deals 1. Grievous is at the magic 6 there, or at the magic 3 health remaining, rather. Alright, automated defense for the Aayla special. Make Andrew work for it. Alright, so he'll drop to reroll everything. Right, blank on both his damage, a 2 for 1 shield and a 1 shield. 000. 1 melee. Andrew, I'm sure, will pitch reroll again here. He leaves the shields. It's a plus melee. Andrew looks like he's just going to slow play this. Stap comes in for 1 gun, but there are focuses on each one of the... Yep, so it's pay and take 3 shields. There are focuses on those die, but looks like he's just fine going into the next round and duking it out. I mean, Mace Saber does have natural black sides on it, so he could get potentially another reroll out of that. Alright, there's a power action to reroll droid dice. It's a blank and an ID 10 special again. Alright, Andrew drops away the light to reroll. There you got a 2 melee and a 1 shield. Yeah, Lyle can't afford to bring in BT now, right? Between the Aquata Breathers and the shields, Andrew's been able to put up a pretty steady ping defense here. Just kind of outlasted Lyle, only hitting for 4 or 5 a turn, but I think Lyle's about out of options here. Alright, Lyle's action here. Does have a crash landing. And that's actually what he's going to do. So he's going to crash landing it. So he'll still take 2, but he'll get to deal 1 indirect. So Andrew will take a shield off. Oh, so Lyle had drawn a card, which he shouldn't have because Aphra's dead. So what we do at Gongaii is, in that case, since Lyle has a knowledge of that top card, he just flips it over to make sure that there's no disadvantage knowledge gained, right? So now both players know what the next card coming is. Alright, Andrew takes a shield. Then he'll take another shield when he claims. Lyle's got a pitch to reroll here. He's got to get something else. He does have enough to pay for a 3 for 1 if it comes up, so. Just thinking it over here. I don't remember what that card in his hand is, but I have a feeling we're about to find out. Oh, discard to reroll. Yep. Alright, 1 melee and a discard. Right, Andrew will claim again a shield. Gets rid of his last card, which is a conflicted. Alright, so 3 into Aayla. And we'll go into the next round. Now Lyle could just activate BT and do himself here. Alright, Lyle's out of cards, only 4 cards in hand. But I don't think it's going to matter here. Alright, Andrew brings in Aayla. Alright, there's Lethal with a focus. Alright, and they're calling it. Alright, nicely done, Andrew. Takes round 2. We'll be back very shortly with round 3. If you like what we're doing here, please always give us that like, subscribe, and we'll be back. Thanks for watching Dice Commando.